Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's SeKo Starcraft bringing you some pro replays. This was from the WCS Qualifiers, first big tournament of the year because it started pretty much at the very start of the year. Liquid Ret versus, I just said his name was DES in the replay package. I've never heard of this guy before. cScDes, likely, just fix it now Stardust. What? That's kind of funny. I think he might just be an independent, he's got his own team, why not? He had to do something. Good luck, have fun. I'm not too sure where Ret was when he was playing this tournament, so he might have been hanging out with Stardust. Hard to say, but it is a Zerg versus Terran, my favorite matchup, on one of the new ladder matches. Oh, I guess Stardust is not doing very good, so he just buggered off, which is good. That means it won't lag the game down for these guys. Maybe they're running into some big lag issues right now. It's hard to say. You generally are going to figure that out pretty quickly inside of a game. Seems you find a more interesting game. That's hilarious. So we'll see what we have in play here. Ret, very much known as a macro-focused Zerg player. We'll see if DES here, I'm just call him Dez. This is Dez for short. Let's see if Dez is going to exploit that or not. There's no gas, so it doesn't look like we're going to have a Reaper opening down on this side. And we're more than likely just going to have a hatch first. From our Zerg player, as is standard, Beercraft is on hiatus for today because I was out at a birthday party and had a lot to drink. He had a keg. So I decided I'm just going to have myself a bit of coffee. But my friend is in much worse shape than I am. Finally having a gas going down now. It's not going to be down in time, I think, to get enough gas for a Reaper. So it might be just for a slightly slower factory to come into play. Maybe he wants to expand still as well. Overlord's on the way down here. I wouldn't mind seeing a Marine come out and just going and chasing. This map doesn't leave a lot of space for Overlords to hide from the looks of it. So a Marine or two running out there might actually be able to get a kill, and that is always a good thing. Full wall off here right away. No, it is going to be a Reaper. Slightly delayed, and the problem of delaying your Reapers at all is that they take so long to build. But this way he doesn't have to cut any economy in order to do that or risk anything big. Which is generally the case when I go for any Reaper openings, is I cut as much as I can, so that way I can get them out as quickly as possible. And that turns out unfortunate. It doesn't look like Ret will see the Reaper pop out here. Doesn't see a gas on that one side. No, I'm pretty sure he didn't see Ovi. Oh, there he is. That's hilarious. I guess the Ovi scares him. We will see that command center going down. 6 lings being made right now. The good thing about doing that is if you can contain the Reaper for a while, sometimes you can sneak 2 Zerglings out, run down here, and either cancel or delay this command center. We'll see if that's the case. Queens aren't quite halfway done, so he's going to need those lings to try to just delay this Reaper from getting any serious damage done. Oh no. That was really bad control by Dez there. Very, very unfortunate. He might even have to keep that Reaper at home just to protect himself against those lings. Wouldn't surprise me too much. No, he might actually push out with it. Speed started. It'll be a while before it's finished. These 2 lings, unfortunately, are going to get intercepted right away. Well, the good thing about what they're doing is they're at least delaying the Reaper a little bit from coming back around and doing any harassing or scouting on this side. With 2 queens out, though, 4 lings and speed halfway done, I don't expect this Reaper to really accomplish much. It's very unfortunate when you lose that first Reaper, too. You can maybe pick off a drone or 2, but just having more numbers of Reapers always makes the Zerg player feel afraid that there might be a bunch of hellions or more Reapers coming, and if you don't prepare for it, you can really get run over. Two kills on that Reaper, but it was just those first 2 lings that it saw. Command center is going to go down unharassed. 2 lings were sniped before it could come down here and get anything accomplished. And we are moving into this. Ooh, that's a really, really fast armory. I wonder if we're going to see a starport here really soon and maybe, perhaps, get some hellbat drops. Hellbat Marauders becoming a pretty popular strategy right now just because it can deal with so many different types of things. It's a build I've been playing with as well, the 2-base Hellbat Marauder push. That guy got smoked. We see the Roach Warren going down, no more lings coming out. The Roach Warren is nice. I've seen some Zerg players do it just to be able to hold off any of the pressure. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Just to hold off any of the early Hellion and a Reaper play. Just get out maybe 6 Roaches or so, controls everything quite well. and then move into a standard Ling and Mutalisk play. There's the starport we see. The double, like the 4 Hellbat, 2 medevac drop has been pretty nice. We see just more hellions on the way right now. Good scout from the Overlord. We'll see everything that's coming down here, including this really, really fast upgrade +1, which is, you know, with 2 factories and the upgrading armory there, generally is going to tell you that, yeah, it is going to be a mech strategy that the Zerg player is going to go up against. First roaches are coming out now. Should be able to save the queen. God save the queen. And the roaches will be able to drive that back. Roaches are a pretty standard play against a mech strategy, just because it generally is quite mobile, fairly tanky. We see Banshees as well. A really nice mix in there. I think if you got a good mix of hellbats, Banshees, and even some tanks in there would probably do really good. The problem is how gas intensive this opening is. I mean, yes, it's tons and tons of hellions. Is Blue Flame done or getting done? No. With this many hellions, this big of a commitment into them, I'm very much a fan of getting down that Blue Flame. It's just so good for being able to kill through easy Zerg units. The Zerg player is aware that there might be a Banshee. We do see Spore Crawler going down. I don't think there's a cloak that came out from this guy yet, is there? Nope, no cloak getting done, but still producing more Banshees. Let's go to the units. I don't know where the first one went. Oh, there it is. So Hellion swinging around. Might actually be able to get a few kills here. Drones are stacking up. Roaches were not in position. It does get one of the queens as well. And the Banshee is actually coming over. We'll get deflected there. Found just the slightest sweet spot. 4th base going down. This barracks could land over here and just be a dick. That'd be kind of funny. If we look at the workers lost here. Oh, only 6. I actually thought there was a little bit more that got killed in that. The cloak isn't finished, but there is an overseer getting built right now as well. So let's look at the army back at home here. Some tanks, hellbats. More banshees. Hellbat Banshee tank. Kind of a funky... Ooh, that was a nice big run by. It was kind of surprising we didn't see at least some kind of part wall off here from the Zerg player. These Hellion run-bys, it's so sad to see them be this effective because it is very preventable. Now let's see how many got total. 39? Oh crap. Ret, look at the supply difference. That was pretty much all just worker losses there. Terran's up by a lot of supply. Got a lot done. Banshees, tanks, +1 tanks, hellbats, and now Thors and hellbats after that, and a big worker pull. Kind of all in-ish, but now's the time to do it if he is going to do it, because he did so much economy damage. You can be pretty certain that behind this, the Zerg players just got to re-drone up because of how much they lost. But I don't think he knows that this attack is coming. And so you can see no units in production right now, just more workers. And this might actually just destroy Ret here in one swoop. This is all he's got to defend. He's taking a bit of a risk. He knows he lost a lot of workers, but I think that this is not going to pay off for him, unfortunately. Yeah, he's not even going to try to play it out there. And interestingly enough, it was just those Hellion run-bys, like killing 32 workers with just that handful of Hellions was essentially enough to take that game, because if he didn't kill those workers right there, perhaps the Zerg player would have out 20 roaches right now, and this attack would be a lot less effective. So just a pretty smart little play out of Dez there. Pretty unfortunate for Ret. I think that he got himself a little too greedy, got himself killed off by those Hellion run-bys that he should have been able to prevent. That was a game 1. This is a best of 3. We'll see if Ret can pull it back here in game 2.